welcome to Rest a While. Right now you're looking at the first main house that was built here back in the 50s by Mr. Rue from Scotland. One of the many buildings that he set up here at Rest a While to be a guest house for missionaries. Okay. One of the workers just going home.
Bagi Missouri.
We're in Missouri.
Bagi Missouri.
This house here is Keith and Senga Lake's home. They're from the UK. They've been here for about 4 years. As you can see, probably their house is attached to the local chapel here. Keith and Senga are away at the moment, but they're due back from Zambia perhaps today or tomorrow. Right now we're just looking down towards the back of the property. Right at the back we have more guest accommodation, and we have visitors in there at the moment. In fact, our accommodation is really stretched to the limits right now. We have quite a number of folk in from the western part of Shaba and from up at Luanza towards the north, and so we're really quite full up at the moment. Just looking at some of our vehicles here in the driveway. Guavas, mango trees, lemon trees. Looking at their veranda, which comes out off their lounge. Back to their kitchen door. And back up the drive. Just to wait a minute.
Oh no. Yeah, thank you. Not that hard.
This is Jean Headley, who's also arrived this past week from New Zealand and heading up to work at Luanza with Esther Sinclair, and of course Lynn on the doorstep of her home. I've had the opportunity to get containers out from the United Kingdom. They come by sea, of course, and then to Tanzania and through Zambia to Zaire, and these are two of the containers that we have here on the property at the moment. We have two others, and another one about to arrive any time. Here on the right-hand side, you can see a set of buildings which are, amongst other things, Bible store and flour store for rations for our staff here at Rest a While. We try to help them out with food allowances each week or each month, and these are some of the stores that we have here. As you can see, they're in rather dilapidated condition, some of them, in the bush, and a garage where we can do repairs on our vehicles, as well as places where we can store medicines for hospitals in the bush, and our fuel supplies. At the moment I think we have about 40 or 45 drums of fuel, diesel and kerosene mainly, and this is where we keep most of the goods that are sent for missionaries.
This is Lavolga, who helps me in the house. He's preparing a stew for the midday meal. At the moment, I think we have about 10 guests in here staying. That is besides the Gould family, John Curry, ourselves and the ladies. We have 10 extra guests staying here at the moment. So we have a lot of work between us. Are you just focusing? We're just waiting now for folks to arrive for our Sunday afternoon English service.
We have fellowship with a lot of English-speaking folks here in Lubumbashi, and we share the arrangement of the service each Sunday along with the Methodists and folk from the Anglican Church and the Pentecostal Church and the Baptist Church.
Because it determines what your goals are, determines what you pray for, and it determines what you work for in your ministry.
Yes, you see?
Come on, ladies. You're going to be cute.
When we have our evangelist class for people from various churches all around the city here, they come along for teaching, and Keith Lake and I have been teaching these folk for quite a while now, and it's really an encouraging time, and we have about 30 or 40 folk that come. Some of them come on foot from as much as 6-7 kilometers away.
His guardian angel going along.
Took over China and Mission Station. They couldn't make out how all of the houses were burned, the people, maltreated, and their place, their compound wasn't touched. And so afterwards they said something, and the Chinese said, but it was those all those men on the roof.
Auntie Esther? Auntie Esther? Phil?
It's too heavy, Mary.
Did you get your cheese, Monty?
Yeah. Right here.
Wash your face, comb your hair, call your friends and let's go to church.
Petro. kutoa uzima wake. Mwana wa Mungu akuja kutumika na kutoa uzima wake. Mwana wa Mungu akuja kutumika na kutoa uzima wake. Sasa inatimia. Ile fasi yote alikuwa na wanafunzi wake, akawaelezea sema sasa
katika njia kwenda mbingu, unifatishe vile nguvu, niende mbele nawe Yesu, niende mbele nawe Yesu, katika neno lake Mungu, uniwezeshe kila siku, niende mbele nawe Yesu. Sababu ni wewe